Salut les mecs, on est parti pour la quatrième partie de nos aventures sur Nord-Est for the Week. Bon, je vais relever un peu le micro parce que quand le micro il est toujours baissé, bon, ça évite les bruits du micro qui s'enlève et qui se remet, effectivement, mais ça influe sur ma respiration honnêtement parce que quand je respire, ça peut s'entendre au micro parce que j'ai pas paramétré là de manière à ce que j'ai testé, hein, j'ai vu un tuto pour que les petits bruits ne soient pas détectés par le micro et tout ça. Sauf que ne vivant pas tout seul, de toute façon, je peux pas parler trop fort, donc si j'enlève les petits bruits, bah, des fois quand je parle, il y a une partie de ma phrase qui est pas prise en compte, c'est un peu relou. Et du coup, si je veux pouvoir respirer un peu plus normalement, il vaut mieux que je lève le micro. Voilà. De toute façon, on est là pour apprécier la game, pas forcément pour apprécier le son de ma voix. S'il y a vraiment un truc qui me vient à dire, bon bah voilà, je baisserai le micro comme d'hab, mais je me dis, je peux aussi jouer en silence tranquillement, quoi. Donc, je vous fais des bisous, je lance la game, et puis amusez-vous bien.
You might have carved your way through Darak's forces near the coast, but the Risen always have something else up their sleeve. Maybe that torn thing you put out of its misery was their doing. Some sadistic scheme. Maybe they're already inside the gates. Good thing my eyes are wide and my wits sharp. Now move along, get to the rookery. Can't you see I'm on duty? Follow the signs to the rookery. The Watcher will know what to do with you. Follow the signs to the...
You should go to the rookery, high above. As a child in Marin Village, my parents told me bedtime stories of Sarum warriors. In a way, the tales of your kind inspired me to something greater than farming. I took up a sword to defend Sacrament. Watching you cut your way through that beast outside the gates, well, I still have a long way to go. Make your way to the rookery. Sacrament welcomed Dasha like me. Surely she'll welcome a Sarum as well. Head to the rookery, Sarum. Head to the rookery, Sarum.
J'avoue, en faisant flèche 2, je m'attendais pas à ce qu'on ait 28. C'est une très belle surprise.
The world at your fingertips. Oh, ignore their gates, Saren. They likely never seen one of your kind. I, on the other hand, have met 6 Saren. 5? 6? Ah, many. I've witnessed the sea births of the Kyllish people to the south, and all those northern cities that sail across the sands. I once drank from the water pooled in a giant's footstep, and I've supped wine with Phelan's finest. You and I, we're travelers. You know what they say about gearing off women? Down there. I must admit, I've been waylaid on this humble island longer than I'd like, but when the wind stole, the purse feels, See this scar? Pirate attack while crossing the Ashen Sea. Don't worry, we're all drinking friends now. See this scar? Good to see you back. Once hauled up a fish with a drowned cat in its belly. Guess what was in the cat's belly? Another fish. Some days they won't even touch a lure or hook, but stick your toe in the water and num 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 num. I fucking hate fish, but I can't hunt for shit and I can't farm, so... Here. Wife says my breath always reeks of fish guts. But what's her excuse? Wife says my breath always reeks of...
There may be no stopping this scourge. I can't say I buy into all this mystical claptrap, but there's certainly a plague afoot. If my patients want the comfort of a prayer, who am I to deny them such frivolities? I fear Kaelin lost to the sickness, but I haven't given up hope for the rest of our fair isle. I've never seen symptoms like it, and I can discern no pattern to its spread, but I do what I can to ease their pain. I fear Kaelin lost to the sickness, but I haven't...
I'm useless.
I have so many questions. Your kind come from over the horizon, don't they? Have you seen the far lands with your own eyes? Have you seen the sand ships of the far north? The falling deserts beyond the sea? Please, I must know if they're real. I heard there are giants in Girinoth. Real giants that scrape the treetops with their fingers. That can't be true, can it? Personally, I believe all the legends are true, and you're the walking testament. May I touch you, please? Your kind come from over the horizon, don't they? Have you...
Là, les mecs, je suis en train d'hésiter sur un truc. Parce que je me dis... c'est vrai que je suis pas fan d'ordinaire de manger dans un jeu pour me soigner. Bon, il se trouve que Drova, je le faisais, mais j'avais pas d'autre moyen de me soigner, je crois pas. Il n'y avait pas de sorte de soin. Zelda... Break of the Past, est-ce que je mangeais pour me soigner? Oui, mais c'était hors combat, effectivement. Alors, je peux garder les plats pour les manger hors combat aussi. Parce que je veux dire, en combat, j'ai 86 plats, je mange 86 soupes. Bon, déjà, manger de la soupe pendant qu'un ennemi m'attaque, c'est pas foufou. Même si, bien sûr, avec l'animation du jeu, là, j'ai le temps, mais toujours en termes d'immersion. Et puis, du coup, là, de challenge. Donc, j'hésite soit à vendre tous mes plats en mode j'ai pas de plat pour me soigner, je me soigne qu'avec mon sort de soin. Ça changerait carrément la donne. Euh, Ou alors, je dis que je me soigne que hors combat. Enfin, hors combat à la bouffe. Je sais pas, parce que j'ai...
Every trinket a treasure.
Vas-y, je parle, mec. Si jamais j'ai pas de bouffe du tout, après un combat et que j'ai plus beaucoup de vie et que j'ai pas assez de concentration, il faut que je puisse obtenir de la concentration pour me soigner. Ce qui est intéressant, alors que là, effectivement, si je me soigne hors combat, bah, au minimum, les 86 prochains combats, je sais qu'à la fin, j'ai toutes mes vies parce que je peux couper, quoi. Sachant que mon sort de soin, c'est dommage que je puisse pas voir la barge. En fait, j'aimerais voir si jamais mon sort de soin me soigne un certain pourcentage de PV, ou s'il me soigne un certain nombre de PV. Parce que si c'est un certain nombre de PV, forcément, quand je vais prendre un PV, il va pas être efficace. Et donc là, la bouffe pourrait aider. D'ailleurs, mais bon, ça, je le sais pas pour le moment. Ça, c'est les schémas, j'imagine. Putain, on peut monter à concentration. Ah oui, d'accord, quand même. Il faudrait que je voie quelqu'un. Bon, au pire, je verrai en voyant quelqu'un qui peut me montrer mes runes. Parce que peut-être que si ma rune de soin me donne qu'un certain montant de PV et pas en pourcentage un montant fixe, il existe des runes de soin plus puissantes. Euh, ok, à voir.
These are my scissors. No, these are my scissors.
A customer.
Need a bowing Mary Weather, tailors at your service. Mary, we agreed. My name goes first.
No, Mira. I remember we decided I go first.
Fine.
We'll settle
Settle
this
this later.
later. We were born behind these walls and we'll pass behind them.
They tell us Sacra's just a corner of the world, but it's our corner. Can you Tell one of us from the other, Sarah.
If so, you're better than our father.
Between the two of us, we got 2 husbands, 8 children, and 4 chickens.
And they're all hers.
Between the two of us, we got 2 husbands, 8 children, and 4 chickens.
And they're all hers. Warn yourself.
Better burn me when I die. I refuse to feel like one.
If you make for the rookery, it lies above the town square. I fear it's happening again. Monsters at Sacrament's gates, and the Risen pushing farther south every day. My home, my true home, Caelan, fell not long ago. Did God spare me just so I could watch it happen here too? The Watcher hails from Caelan as well, although he left long before I did. I'm not sure what you'll find in the rookery. The Watcher has left more than just Caelan behind.
It's the serum. Here, over here. Is it really true you killed the creature at the gate? As serum and sacrament, and my smithy no less. Well, Fillmore's smithy. I'm just his apprentice, Will. Wait, Fillmore! On your way to Sacrament, did you encounter a blacksmith? He went out beyond the wall and hasn't come back. I hope he's all right. Oh, thank you. That's a weight off my mind. Not quite ready to man the forge on my own. I expect he'll be back soon now that you've cleared the way. And likely telling me that he cleared the way for you. Rossa twin. That's Dasha for welcome and safe travels. I shouldn't keep you. I'd venture you're on your way to the rookery up above.
If you're one of them mainland missionaries, I ain't got time. I'm here to find apples, not God. Ply your children with sweets and your wife with wine, and they tend not to judge your cooking. Ever since the mountain gate fell, some provisions have been hard to find. Whole islands being carved to pieces. Does this mushroom seem off to you? I swear it's given me a dirty look. Ply your children with sweets and your wife with wine, and they tend not to judge.
Have you seen the sand ship?
Fresh wares delivered every morning.
It's the serum. Here, over here.
Always go with the grain, young one. Welcome, young sprout. I go by Whitaker the Woodcrafter. That's because I craft wood. If I live to be 100, think someone make a chair out of me? If an oak takes a century to grow, least I can do is take my time in shaping what we make of it. Tell you a secret. I don't work wood. I just listen to it, and it always tells me what it wants to be. Tell you a secret.
Sure, I'm forgetting something.
That's it! I know what it was. I brushed against one of those plants in the Marin Woods. Now I can feel it prickling my skin. I'm infected. I am. All it takes is a pinprick. Believe me. Oh, it's insidious. One minute you're a person, the next, you're the shambling, screeching Torn. Oh, keep your distance. I can feel it. The plague coursing through my veins. I promise you. Hold your breath around me. It's in my legs right now, but it's working its way up. Only a matter of time. All it takes is a pinprick.
Hone your one true weapon. Your eyes will betray you. Your ears will lie to you. Your blade will shatter. matches all of them. Trust only in what you can feel, what you can strike. For you were born with the only weapons you'll ever need. The weights around my crown, waist, and ankles urge me to stillness. One removed, they whisper me to war. Sakura is home to many peoples. Dasha, mainlanders, other isles, even the far lands. But violence is the one language we all speak. I cannot sense beyond your outline, Serum. You are a void, a silhouette, a dark stain in the shape of a person. Sakura is home to...
Serim, this might sound odd, but did Guard Ledon say anything about me? He seems to pass by my station often. Could just be his route, or maybe he's going out of his way? I just appreciate how he carries out his duty. I hope he appreciates me in return. Guard Ledon cuts a fine figure in his uniform, wouldn't you say? I just appreciate how he carries out his duty.
A sword's length is a coward's distance.
That's it! The pestilence is taking me!
You're not voting for me. You're voting for yourself.
Ellsworth let the Risen take the old fortress. How long until he surrenders our very homes? Ask anyone on the street. This city's in the gutter. We might as well be living in the Black Trench. Who can tell the difference anymore? Beset by raiders, pestilence on the rise, outsiders buying up all our property. Sacrament's no place to live anymore. Elra P. Godfrey! That's the name to remember! I'll be governor of Sacrament before you know it! All I need is your help to spread the word! Do you see that? That glimmer on the horizon? You know what that is? A new dawn! That's what it is. A new dawn for Sacrament. Do you see that? That glimmer on the horizon? You know what?
Who's that? What are you doing? Can't you see him concentrating?
God's reach. That's a serum, Mogos. Look at it.
A what? A syrup?
No, a serum. One of the outcast warriors of legend.
Never heard of him. Don't care. All I see is an ugly sod frightening the fishes.
There are no fish here. You know it. We ought to go back to the sea. Now that was a proper spot.
What? Back to the ship graveyard? The place patrolled by deranged ferals what breathe poisonous gases?
Yes, that's the one. Water's brimming with catch they were. All we have to do is avoid the ferals' territory.
The whole bloody place is their territory. I swear you'd be dead 5 times over if it weren't for me.
But I'd have a belly full of fish, wouldn't I?
Ship graveyard. They'd be feeding you to the fish sooner than you'd be catching any. Ship graveyard. Ship graveyard.
Someone smuggling savor into Sacrament, and guard merit is often on edge when I approach. I'll just have to focus more and more of my attention on guard merit until I catch him in the act. Have you seen any suspicious activity at guard merit station? Guard merit never meets my eye while talking, but always seems to be watching for me. He's up to no good.
Du coup, le garde-marine, c'est peut-être celui qui me parlait d'un gars là. Je m'étais dit peut-être qu'il est attiré par les hommes et que du coup, l'homme dont il parle est l'objet de son affection. Si ça se trouve, c'est lui. Donc lui pense que l'autre il tremble dans quelque chose de louche.
I'll just have to focus more and more.
Sword's length is a coward's
That's it. The pestilence is taking me.
I get 2 copper for every pound of shit I scrape off the streets. Ain't I the luckiest man alive? You want to see real filth? Visit Sacrament Sewers. 100 years of shit and rot and decay, sloshing about like in a tub. You get used to the stench. You even start to miss it after a bath. Spend enough time on your knees, you learn the difference between healthy shit, ill shit, dog shit, horse shit. You get used to the stench.
I'm no hero. I'm a survivor. The trick to being a guard is tunnel vision. If you don't see it, then there's no trouble. I like to think of my position as largely symbolic. If any harm were to befall me, it would shake my citizens' confidence.
I've survived longer than any in my unit. Know how? Always station myself at the back of the line. If you ever find yourself in battle, just lie under a corpse and smear some blood on your face. Works every time. I'm no hero.
Ah, ça a figé. Est-ce que le jeu va cracher du coup? Oh putain. Ouais, c'est tout le PC qui a bloqué quoi. Ok, bien on est là, tout va bien, nickel. On peut reprendre. Vérifier que c'est pas la note qui a provoqué le bug, puisque j'étais étonné quand j'ai lu la note que d'un coup le son du vent se coupe. Comme ça précédait le bug de l'écran. Mais bon, du coup, c'était pas ça. Après, je sais comment on dit, en caractéristiques recommandées pour les ordis, le jeu demande 32 Go de RAM. Bon, moi, mon ordi, il a que 16 Go. Est-ce que ça vient de là? Je ne sais pas.
Just professional respect. Put sacrament bodies neath the dirt even faster than me.
Et pourtant, l'ordi n'est pas trop chaud, donc... ou alors, c'est peut-être la zone qui bug un peu. On verra bien.
Huh? Do you mind? I weren't talking to you. I'm having a conversation with the worms here. If you kindly move along. Job security. That's what me Paul called it. Not sure what that means. He says I've got it. Aurum gives me stones, I put them in the ground. God gives me corpses, I put them in the ground. Ain't life grand? Be burying you here soon. Oi, you know what this is? It's not a shovel. It's the hand of the devil. Every pat on the dirt sends you closer to hell. Job security. All of the city's gates are shut. You'll not be visiting the Marin Woods tonight. There's rumors of a torn guard roaming about. One of Sacrament's own, they say. None may pass. None may pass.
Là, j'ai pas gagné au change.
The gate is closed, traveler. Best stay inside the city tonight. None may pass. None may pass.
Make way. You want to see real filth? This shit won't scrub itself.
Do you need any help? My husband fell when Risen took the old Cape. It's just me now. But I'm quite capable. I can even speak a bit of Dasha. I can sew, patch your clothes, I can clean, or cook, or help you carry things. I know my way around the city. Please, just a moment.
I feel as if I'm at the end of a terribly long bit of string, dangling from the end and watching it fray. You met Baron Winnick?
Perhaps he could use a new servant. I'll work for just a few coppers, I will. I can sew.
Elle est grande la ville, hein, putain.
Maybe she's hiding in last night's dream.
It was a mistake to skip breakfast. All I had was an apple, and a hot cake, and 2 or 3 sausages. God, I'm hungry. I'd sell my left hand for a slice of pie. Any kind will do. Maybe with a fat dollop of cream. Maybe a nice thick stew for dinner. Potatoes and carrots and chunks of meat, sop it up with a wedge of bread. Used to keep emergency sweets in my pockets, but those pants are at the tailor's. Don't seem to fit anymore. I'd sell my left hand for a slice of pie.
She's a fine cat when she stays in my head. But sometimes she just gets up and leaves. And I can't find her anywhere. I'm looking for Zalamaya. That's her name. At least, that's her name this week. Next week she might be... Tilamontanto! Zalamaya, she's a big, orange, fluffy creature with purple stripes. And I think... Have you seen her? She's such a pest, always wandering off. Please, please keep your eyes out. Zalamaya, she's a big, orange, fluffy creature.
If it needs doing, I'll do it. There's no lock I can't nibble loose, no window I can't wriggle through. Got this city wrapped around my finger, I have. Once you understand that laws around here are more like suggestions, your whole world opens up. Life is yours for the taking. I've seen how they look at you. Yeah, like you just stepped over their mum. We're outcasts, you and me. Misunderstood. Feeling squeamish? It's all right, it happens. You need a man with a strong stomach and no morals. That's me. Once you understand that laws around here...
Maybe a nice thick stew.
I don't hear it roaring anymore. They say you killed the creature outside the gates. You don't see monsters like that in Marin. The city's got a pull to it. Like it draws in all the island. The good and the wicked. I only stay as long as I need to. But with those foul brambles in the Marin Woods, it's been hard getting home. I come from Marin, just north of here. Brave the woods once a month to trade what we got for what we need. I don't care what the others say. Ellsworth's a good man. He don't treat Estasha like mud to be scraped off a boot. Mainland Church only got one god, can you believe that? How's one god alone supposed to look after all this? I don't care what the others say.
Have you been written from the whispers? Are you my death? You're really here. A serum in Sacrament? So, the Watcher was right. You came. Tell me, can you feel it? That flickering in the air. There are spots like this one all over Sacra. A prickling, as if something lies just beyond my vision, but is stronger here than anywhere else. I'm convinced this is the site of some ancient, vital serum remnant. Perhaps a nexus of sorts. I feel almost as if I could just reach out and grasp it. And it me. I feel almost as if I could just...
To believe you're a serum. You may have landed a lucky blow on that beast at our gates, I'll give you that. But anyone claiming to be a legend is usually something else entirely. Wherever you go in this city, I'll be watching. Someone's got to. I don't believe what they say about your kind, not for a second. I think you're the ones writing your own legend. Maybe you really are, Serum. Maybe you're just playing dress-up. Either way, I don't care for it. Don't think I haven't noticed you running about, stirring up trouble. Sacrament's got problems enough as it is. For all I know, the pestilence is your fault. Maybe the best thing for all of us is if you're on the other side of the world. I don't believe what they say about your kind, not for a second.
I think of the stone walls like our city's own family tree. Serum, Dalsha, nomads, invaders. The dead are stacked high beneath Sacra soil. Please, do you know what the ancient Serum structures were for? Crypts? Altars? Prisons? You know, this island is speckled with the ruins of your kind. Like a robin's egg. One I hope to crack open. Strange. How the past is always growing, while the present is never more than a moment. Strange. Sacrament tells many stories. Only some actresses. So much past and so little present. I think of the stone walls like past the family tree.
It just takes practice. That's one of my favorites. See if you can follow along. Here, can you place this one? Here, can you place... See if you can follow along.
People ask why I'm leaving.
I have so many questions.
That beast nearly made it past our gates before you put it out of its misery. Only a matter of time before something worse comes creeping. I'm getting off Sacra, while I still draw breath. I hear the towers in the city of Phelan block out the sun, and the port's thick with ships from every corner of that empire. Sacrament indoors. Put aside half my copper each month till I've enough to book passage. Leave this island behind me. I've a cousin stationed in the palace on the mainland, says he can get me a job. Imagine that. Me, amid all the splendor. Once I'm on the mainland, I'll be a new me. Perhaps even a new name. Say I'm a minor gentry from 10th. No, Willowary. I hear the towers in the city of Phelan block out this...
Not a good year. 6 years ago, we had a storm come through that just about flushed this whole damn city of the sea. There is such thing as too much rain. Don't forget it. 827. Not a year to remember. Spring was sticky, summer was hot, and I was drunk for most of the winter. A few years ago, I was out in this very field. You know when my O pulled up? A chamber pot. Looked like it'd been in the ground since before Bill's Guard. 822, the ground was fair bursting with produce. I made more copper at the market that year than in the 3 before it. Last year was better than this, but still shite. I had 1 pumpkin out of 14 survive. Would you believe that? Don't expect these crops to yield much more than turnips. Maybe the radishes will pull through. Shite year all round, though. $833. Now that was a good year. Rained just right. And the gophers were all over at Farmer Coral's. I made a mince pie that year. Back in 816, I'd never even touched a spade. I was a young peacock. I wanted to fight in the arenas. I was tough as nails then. 835, we had a crop of blackbirds nesting those cliffs below the rookery. Hundreds of them. They covered every inch of my farm in stinking shit. 824. You know, that's the year Honora Boleyn died. Don't think the governor's ever been the same. 825. Interesting year. Back when I first moved to Sacrament, no rain for 4 months. Could barely get a hoe in the ground. 836. That's when my area passed away. Oh, I miss her. 825. Interesting year. 824. 24. You know, that's the year Honora Boleyn died.
Bon, je lui rends service encore les trucs, il est en train de bâcher, tranquille. Je sais qu'il y a un endroit, bah, c'est les égouts, je pense que je peux y aller. Je voulais d'abord visiter la ville avant d'y aller, mais c'est vachement grand, putain. Ok. Ah non, je n'ai pas le haut. Ah oui, c'est celle qui me surveille. Je vérifie, hein, j'ai fait ce tour là du coup. Donc elle surveille.
Sacrament tells many stories. Only some
Serum, we should just open the gates and let them pour in. See who's standing on top of the pyre when the blood dries. Where were you when the Tome first began to stalk us? Where were you when it would have made a difference? The pestilence is already among us, unspoken. You've come too late. This city is at war, make no mistake. Ellsworth doesn't know it yet, but I do. The only safety left is a blade in its sheath. Where were you when the Tome first...
Lui, c'est celui qui nettoie la merde, non?
I'm busy.
Ah non.
Move along. Can't you see you're in my way? What the hell is your problem? Some of us work for a living, you know. Sweeping. Sweeping.
Il lui suffisait de me dire 2 fois la même phrase et je le laissais tranquille.
You give death away freely when it should be given to God. Have you ever felt fear, doubt, longing? Let the hands of God reach inside you and purge these pathetic instincts. I have touched the plane of the all-seeing thing. Have you? If your fingers bleed, do not fear. It takes strength to pull yourself up out of the world. We are not meant to walk amongst ourselves, eye to eye with filth and kindness. We are meant to float on clouds of ivory. The mainland church is a child paddling in the mud. But you and I, we know better. We can climb the stairs toward the dawning sun. The mainland church is a child paddling.
Think tonight will be a cold one. It was frostbite, took my legs. Into frozen peaks beyond the dead ships. Venture there, and you'll meet your doom, I promise. Come to gaze upon my misery, have you? Feast your eyes upon my festering misfortune. I went to scour the ruins to the east. The realm of the ancient Sarum. Ugh. Nothing but death in those mountains now. You'll end up just like me if you venture outside these walls. This whole island wants to eat your flesh. You'll end up just like...
Welcome to our little corner of sacrament. A wretched bunch we are, but a family of sorts. They're all I've got anymore. Them and old Casper here. Lost it all to that cursed drug saver. Say, you wouldn't have a drop or two of it on you, would
C'est de
you?
ça dont le garde y parlait quand il parlait de saveur. Je comprenais pas trop, mais ok.
Just a drop of savor. No one has to see. Just a drop of...
J'ai vu qu'il y avait une échelle à prendre avant, mais je me suis dit que ça c'était peut-être un cul-de-sac et qu'après je pourrais revenir sur mes pas.
Serum? What a joke.
Allez, on lui a parlé, il me
This city is
semble.
at war, make no mistake.
Ouais. C'est une échelle ici. Ouf. Ouais, on les a vus ces statues déjà. Ouais, il y aura peut-être un truc à faire dans le jeu avec ça si on a une rune pour révéler quelque chose ou quoi. Hein. Donc si c'est le cas, je vais mettre un symbole sur la map. Une étoile. Faudrait que je retourne au statut qu'on avait vu avant et que je mette une étoile aussi. Après j'ai retenu où c'était avant le boss, donc c'est pas loin de la ville dans tous les cas. Ok, ça c'est l'échelle que j'ai vue tout à l'heure.
I see. We are not meant to walk amongst...
Ah oui.
Please, spare a few coppers for those who've fallen on hard times. Everyone speaks of the suffering outside our walls, but ignores those of us suffering within them. Even Ellsworth's turned a blind eye to our corner of sacrament. Just because we have nothing doesn't mean we're not people. Even Ellsworth's turned a blind eye to our... Just a focus, please. I beg you. I can work. I'm good for it. Just need a bit of strength. A war mail to prop me up. Put the fire back in these bones. Please. A war mail to prop me up.
A killer, eh? Oh, I can smell it on you. I was like you once. Tracked down raiders and worse, for anyone who paid. Under their breath, they called me the bloody butcher. Oh, I confess, I loved it. Took a job once that led me deep into the floodlands. I got the bastard too, but not before he nicked me in the arm, splashing about like a dying fish. Didn't think much of it at the time, but that water, it wasn't long before the black rot set in. Lost my arm to no more than a pinprick. Would you believe that? And now I'm here. They don't call me the butcher no more. Don't think the same can't happen to you, friend. We're all someone in this world, till we're not. Don't think the same can't...
Curse the Dosha! God's punishment will destroy all of Atlan. His loyal children will die alongside these filthy Dosha heathens. Curse them, and cast them out. Arms for the righteous, death to the Dasha. Arms for the right.
Please, traveler, help my baby. They say the sickness took her, but she's still here. She just needs food and a warm blanket. I know I can make her well again. My poor, sweet child. She keeps crying. I can't make her stop. She keeps crying. Emma? Peter? Oh, I'm sorry. I have no sight, and I thought you was my children. They're coming to get me today. Perhaps tomorrow. Should gather my things. Be ready to go when they come to take me home. Should gather my things.
Do you need any help?
Ah, ok, c'est pour ça.
Husband fell when Risen took the old keep.
Peut-être qu'elle fait partie aussi des autres. Parfait, il y a les égouts ici. Ah, je peux pas passer. En tout cas, pas pour l'instant.
What are you, drunk? Oh, keep your distance, or you... I stand here with the full authority of Captain Randolph, and the Sacrament Guard at my back. You don't scare me, Serum. Stay back. For your own safety, I've got a dangerous weapon. That's close enough. You get one warning, then one lesson, then one gravestone. What are you, drunk? Oh, keep your distance, or you'll be sobering up all night in a cell.
Onward to the rookeries, Serum.
So this is the Jewel of Saturn. Havenport ain't so nasty. We just get a bad rap because all the crime, and drugs, and slums, and gangs. If you ask me, we've been better off ever since Elias had West Havenport sealed away. Nothing but a soggy slum. They say the silverfish is responsible for every drop of savor in Sakura. Never touched the stuff myself. Nothing compares to the view from high atop Havenport's Great Wall. Just don't take one step too many, eh? They say the silverfish is responsible.
Welcome to Sacrament.
the last point of light on this island. Head right if you seek a meeting with the Watcher. Head left if you wish to see what becomes of bandits and traitors. The law must be upheld. Those who deny it always end up in cages, or at the end of a rope. Carry forth to the rookery high above. I shall be here, ever at my post, the city upon my shoulders. Carry forth to the rookery...
Not much respect for us these days. Or to just let the Risen sack the place. Then they'd learn a thing or two about respect. When a man in uniform enters the tavern, you'd expect someone to give up a seat. I spend my day defending these walls. Least they could do is slip a few extra apples in my shopping, free of charge. Used to be a guard never paid for a meal in Sacrament. Now you're lucky if they let you in the door. Not much. I spend my day defending these walls. Not much respect for us these days.
Do you see the outfit? The weapon? Where and how I'm standing? That's because I'm on duty. Unless Ellsworth sent you, I don't care. Unless Ellsworth...
If you're so intrigued by our cages, why don't you hop inside one? A few nights in a cage will cure your curiosity, I promise. A few nights in a cage will cure...
Du coup, on peut voir les nuages au fond, qui n'avancent pas d'ailleurs avec fluidité. En temps normal, on voit pas le ciel dans le jeu. C'est un des rares points de vue, je dirais. Bon, après, je connais pas, donc il y en a d'autres. Mais ça doit quand même être rare, je dirais, un point de vue. On peut voir le ciel dans un jeu en vue du dessus, justement. J'ai fait triangle machinalement, mais comme toutes les portes étaient fermées, je m'attendais pas à ce que celle-là elle s'ouvre. Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'elle casse. Ça me fait penser au bastion dans Elden Ring. Je sais plus si ça s'appelle comme ça, bastion de la table ronde, c'est le nom qui me vient, mais je suis pas sûr. L'endroit où se réunissent tous les sans éclats. Ok, je peux pas rentrer dans ce sens-là. Salle du conseil, ok.
Beast outside our gate is a sign of the blasphemy within our walls.
That beast in the blades was supposed to be mine. I hear you beat me to the monster outside our gates. I was fetching my armor when I pulled a muscle. Important to limber up before battle. You know, the pestilence should count itself lucky it hasn't reached our gates. Or it would have me to contend with.
Ok les mecs, au vu de l'heure, je vais aller manger. Donc du coup, je m'arrête ici. Je vais pas jusqu'à éclat de sauvegarde. Comme ça, on reprend la visite de la ville ici dans le prochain épisode. Donc, comme on est en ville, je sauvegarde hein, comme à la fin de l'épisode 3. Du coup, je vous fais des bisous et je vous dis au prochain épisode. Ciao!